Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasam Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. On occasion of the disappearance day of Srila Sanatana Goswami, we're going to sing this bhajan titled Shri Shri Shad Goswami Ashtak by Srinivasa Acharya. Then we'll read about Sanatana Goswami's teachings and life. So this bhajan is Ashtak, 8 verses, glorifying the 6 Goswamis. I'll read translation, then we can sing it. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who are always engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and dancing. They are just like the ocean of love of God, and they are popular both with the gentle and with the ruffians, because they are not envious of anyone. Whatever they do, they are all pleasing to everyone, and they are fully blessed by Lord Chaitanya. Thus they are engaged in missionary activities meant to deliver all the conditioned souls in the material universe. I'll read. Text 2. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus they are honored all over the 3 worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna. Text 3. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who are very much enriched in understanding of Lord Chaitanya and who are thus expert in narrating his transcendental qualities. They can purify all conditioned souls from the reactions of their sinful activities by pouring upon them transcendental songs about Govinda. As such, they are very expert in increasing the limits of the ocean of transcendental bliss, and they are the saviors of the living entities from the devouring mouth of liberation. Text 4. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who kicked off all association of aristocracy as insignificant. In order to deliver the poor conditioned souls, they accepted loincloths, treating themselves as mendicants. But they are always merged in the ecstatic ocean of the gopis' love for Krishna and bathe always and repeatedly in the waves of the ocean. Text 5. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who are always engaged in worshipping Radha Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers, which have under their roots all valuable jewels. The Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon the living entities the greatest boon of the goal of life. Text 6. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who are engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord and bowing down in a scheduled measurement. In this way, they utilize their valuable lives, and in executing these devotional activities, they conquered over eating and sleeping and were always meek and humble, enchanted by remembering the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Text 7, translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who was sometimes on the bank of the Radhakund lake or the shores of the Yamuna, and sometimes at Vamshivat. There they appeared just like madmen, in full ecstasy of love for Krishna, exhibiting different transcendental symptoms in their bodies, and they were merged in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness. Text 8. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Who were chanting very loudly everywhere in Vrindavan, shouting, Queen of Vrindavan, Radharani, O Lalita, O son of Nanda Maharaj, where are you all now? Are you just on the hill of Govardhan? Or are you under the trees on the bank of the Yamuna? Where are you? These were their moods in executing Krishna consciousness. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Parao Premamritam Bhonidhi. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Parao Premamritam Bhonidhi. Dhira Dhira Jana Priyao Priyakarao Nirmatsarao Pujitao. Dhira Dhira Jana Priyao Priyakarao Nirmatsarao Pujitao. Shri Chaitanya Kripa Bharao Bhuvi Bhuvo Bharavahantarakao. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalakao. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalakao. Nana Shastra Vicharaneika Nipunao Sadharma Samsthapakao. Nana Shastra Vicharaneika Nipunao Sadharma Samsthapakao. Lokanam Hitakaranau Tribhuvane Manyau Sharanyakarau. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nane Namatalikao. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nane Namatalikao. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalakao. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalakao. Shri Gauranga Gunanuvarnana Vidhao Shadha Samrdhyanvitao. Papotapanikrtanau tanubhritam Govindaganamritai. Papotapanikrtanau tanubhritam Govindaganamritai. Anandam buddhivardhanaika nipunau Kaivalya Nistarako. Ananda Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Yadvaturnamashesha Mandalapati Shrenim Sadatu Chavat Dalapati Shrenim Sadatu Chavat Bhauradina Ganesha Kau Karunaya Kaupina Kantha Shritau Gopi Bhavar Samrita Dilahari Kalola Magnau Mohur Gopi Bhavar Samrita Dilahari Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Pujat Kokila Hamsa Sarasagana Kirne Mayura Kule Jnana Ratna Nibadha Mula Vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna Aharnisham Prabhajato Jiva Hado Yomuda Radha Krishna Aharnisham Prabhajato Jiva Hado Yomuda Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Sankhya Purvakarama Gananatibhi Pujat Kalavasari Krito Purvakanamagananatibhi Kalavasani Krito Nidahara Viharakadi Vijito Chaitanya Dino Chayo Nidahara Viharakadi Vijito Chaitanya Dino Chayo Radha Krishna Guna Smritir Madhurima Nandena Samukrito Radha Krishna Guna Smritir Madhurima Nandena Samukrito Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Chavam Shivate Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Premonmadavashadasheshadashaya Grastau Pramavtau Sada Gayantau Chakadaharir Gunavaram Bhava Vibhutau Muda Gayantau Chakadaharir Gunavaram Bhava Vibhutau Muda Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalako He Radhe Vraja Devike Chalalite He Nanda Sunokuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kuta Roshantaviti Sarvato Vrajapure Kedair Mahavivalau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Shri Sat Goswami Ashta Ki Jai. This Krishna consciousness movement was inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it's different from other sampradayas in that it was started, and for example, other sampradayas are based on Vishnu Puran, Vedanta Sutra. We are based on Srimad Bhagavatam, but a lot of the literature and basis was written by the six Goswamis by taking out from other Shastras to establish Gaudiya Parampara. So the knowledge that we have, the books, even now ISKCON's books, the knowledge is derived from the teachings of the six Goswamis. And they resided in Vrindavan and wrote all our literature by going to all the Vedas and taking out so many parts for the parts about bhakti and chanting the holy name. So this song is explaining what was their mood and how they were living. We'll just go through it before we read about Sanatana Goswami. So the six Goswamis are Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and Raghunath Bhatt Goswami. Rupa and Sanatana were brothers. They came from Karnataka. They were from this state. So let's look at it. Here it's mentioned. Of course, here they're from others. I know Gopal Bhatt Goswami is from Tamil Nadu, from Srirangam. Jiva Goswami was related to Rupa and Sanatana. And Raghunath Das, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, I'm not sure where they're from. We'll find out. So this explains what were their mood, what were their activities. So it says here, they were always engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and dancing. They are just like the ocean of love of God. They are popular both with the gentle and with the ruffians, because they were not envious of anyone. Whatever they do, they are all pleasing to anyone, and they are fully blessed by Lord Chaitanya. They are engaged in the missionary activities meant to deliver all conditioned souls in the material universe. They were full-time preachers, writing. And then after that, the preaching and the books was done through their knowledge. It said that Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo. They were dear to everyone. Sanatana Goswami, he was residing in the Govardhan area. And everyone, whenever they had a small family problem, they'll come to him and ask him. And he was very dear to everyone. So all of them, they were engaged in missionary activities meant to deliver the conditioned souls. And here, text 2, Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno. They were expert in scrutinizing, studying the revealed scriptures to take, the knowledge that they wanted. They were studying the scriptures and extracting the important parts with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of human beings. They lived very austerely and in difficult circumstances, just so they could maximize their work and be in the proper consciousness and carry out the mission that Lord Chaitanya had given them. Thus they are honored all over the three worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna. They were exalted devotees, meditating on the mood of the gopis, still carried out their mission. Text 3, they are very much enriched in understanding of Lord Chaitanya and who are themselves expert in narrating his transcendental qualities. They were direct disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they could understand his mission, especially Rupa Goswami. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamam Dadatit Sapadantikam. Rupa Goswami, it said that he knew the mind, Manobhishta, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What was his mission, what was his mood, what he wanted to do. So he did. He practically, through him, the movement was, it was given form by philosophy and text, and then it was propagated through him. They are honored all over the three worlds and are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis. They can purify all conditioned souls from the reactions of their sinful activities by pouring upon them transcendental songs of Govinda. As such, they are very expert in increasing the limits of the ocean of transcendental bliss, and they are saviors of the living entities from the devouring mouth of liberation. They were always refuting the impersonalistic aspects of the Vedas, and instead, explaining why bhakti is the highest path and the supermost, best for us to take. They kicked off all association of aristocracy as insignificant. All of them were from very elevated families, materially, and in society they were very elevated. But it said that the Tyaktva Turnam Ashesha Mandalapati Shrinim Sada Tuchat. They kicked it off as Tuchavat, as insignificant. They just left it and went to sleep under a tree every night, different tree. In order to deliver the poor conditioned souls, they accepted loincloths, treating themselves as mendicants. It says here that Karunaya Kaupina Kantar Shritav. They just wore loincloths, treating themselves as mendicants, but they always merge in ecstatic ocean of gopis' love for Krishna and bathe always and repeatedly in the waves of that ocean. They were externally very, like they were mendicants, only wearing kopin and kanta. Kanta means many cloths are stitched together to form something like a blanket. So for cold weather, when Vrindavan becomes cold, they would use that. Otherwise, they had no possession. However, they were always, it says, merged in ecstatic ocean of the gopis' love for Krishna and bathed always and repeatedly in the waves of the ocean, that ocean. They could do all this because they were experiencing high level of bliss of meditating on Radha and Krishna. They were engaged in worshipping Radha Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers, and which have under their roots all valuable gems. When we go to Vrindavan, we don't see that, but the pure devotees see Vrindavan in that light, in its actual light. The Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon living entities the greatest boon of the goal of life. Goswamis are competent to bestow, and so we are their followers, and the parampara followed their teachings completely. They were engaged in chanting of the holy names, bowing down in a scheduled measurement. In this way, so it says here, Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana Natibi. This is used as praman that we have to chant a fixed number of rounds. Sankhya Purvak, they were chanting a certain number of rounds. Nama Gana Natibi. They chanted, so we had to chant fixed number of rounds. It says, like they did. In this way, they utilize their valuable lives, and in executing these devotional activities, they conquered over eating, sleeping, and were always meek and humble. So through their chanting and through all these activities, it says here they conquered. They conquered over eating and sleeping, and were always meek and humble. Enchanted by remembering the transcendental qualities of the Lord. We cannot have, someone cannot do this level of austerity unless they are relishing something greater within. They were sometimes on the bank of Radhakund lake or on the shores of the Yamuna, and sometimes at Vamshivat. Vamshivat is where Krishna stood under the Vat tree, banyan tree, and blew his flute to call the gopis for Ras Leela. There they appeared just like madmen in the full ecstasy of love for Krishna, exhibiting different transcendental symptoms in their bodies, and they were merged in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness. These 8 verses get more and more, you can say, esoteric and deep as we go. And this last verse, they were chanting very loudly everywhere in Vrindavan, shouting, Queen of Vrindavan, Radharani, O Lalita, O son of Nanda Maharaj, where are you all now? Are you just on the hill of Govardhan? Or are you under the trees on the bank of the Yamuna? Where are you? These were their moods in executing Krishna consciousness. Shad Goswami Ashtaki Jai. Today is the disappearance day of Sanatana Goswami. He was the elder brother of Rupa Goswami, but Rupa Goswami was considered more senior. Why is that? He came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first. He came first. He took Diksha. But Sanatana Goswami was elevated, and both of them wrote many books. Sanatana Goswami wrote books for Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami wrote books for Sanatana Goswami, and we benefited. We are reading those books. So let's see some of the biographical narration of their life of Sanatana Goswami, and some of his teachings. Sri Sanatana Goswami appeared in 1488, 5 years before Rupa Goswami, in a Saraswat Brahmana family in Bengal, but they origin from Karnataka. Sanatana and his 2 brothers, Rupa and Anupam, were always absorbed in bhava bhakti from very early childhood. Remembering Vrindavan, they named the forest in which they played after Vraja's 12 forests. Can you say one forest? Okay. Vrindavan. Then Madhuvan, Kamyavan, Mahavan. That's all written. They called their favorite bathing ponds Radha Kund and Shyam Kund from young age. In his youth, Sri Sanatana dreamt that a beautiful Brahmana boy gave him a Srimad Bhagavatam. Feeling ecstatic, he woke up, but seeing neither the boy nor Bhagavatam, he felt sad. When Sanatana began his puja that morning, however, Krishna himself, disguised as a beautiful Brahmana boy, came and said, "Take this Srimad Bhagavatam from me, always study it and you will attain perfection." In Krishna Leela Stava, Sri Sanatana Goswami glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam. "O holy Bhagavata, you are my only company, my only friend and my guru. You are my greatest treasure and my personal savior. You are the emblem of my highest fortune and the very form of ecstasy. I offer my obeisances unto you." There are multiple verses glorifying Bhagavatam. Very nice. See if you can find Krishna Leela Stava. Sanatana Goswami, glorification of Bhagavatam. Forced to submit to the ruling Muslim government, Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan became ministers and lived at Ramakeli. But their real engagement was teaching Shastra, which they learned from Vidya Vachashpati, brother of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Pandits and Brahmanas from all over India came to study under the two brothers. Sri Rupa and Sanatan were acclaimed as the crest jewels of the Gaudiya Vaishnava scholars. After the Lord visited Ramakeli and freed them, they renounced everything for Lord Gauranga's service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Sri Rupa and Sanatana Goswami to move to Vrindavan and perform 4 services. These are the 4 tasks they were given. 1. Uncover Sri Krishna's pastime places. 2. Install deities. Arrange for their puja. 3. Compile bhakti scriptures. 4. Propagate the rules of devotional life. So this first one, uncover Sri Krishna's pastime places. If you go to Vrindavan, you'll see most temples are Gaudiya temples. Practical Vrindavan belongs to Gaudiyas because we are Krishnas. There are many devotees of Krishna's, but it's the Gaudiya Sampradaya is very dear to Krishna. So they actually unveiled Vrindavan. It was covered. Mahaprabhu came himself and identified Shyamkund, Radhakund. The locals used to call that place Kali and Gauri because one was dark, one was light color. He found them and then excavated deep, prepared it properly and found many places today. And then the 6 Goswamis also, they found these places. And they installed deities. The main temples today in Vrindavan are the ones installed by the 6 Goswamis, deities. They installed the first temple. Now there are some 5,000 temples. But the first temples, of course, some are ancient. They were there before also. 3. Compile bhakti scriptures. You can see that. And propagate rules of devotional life. So people like bhakti, people like Krishna, but propagate the rules properly. We have rules explaining that how we are worshipping. Gopal Bhatt Goswami compiled Satkriya Sar Deepika. That's about samskars for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Hari Bhakti Vilas. That also gives a lot of the ritualistic, rituals that Gaudiya Vaishnavas will follow. And the aspects of bhakti, like the purification, what to wear, the asana, how it should be, these details. So, entering Lord Chaitanya's service, they absolutely gave up power, riches and position to live in Vrindavan as humble beggars absorbed in bhajan. They were all from very elevated families, as we mentioned, socially and in terms of money and wealth. One cannot properly perform Krishna bhajan until one renounces all attachments. One cannot properly perform Krishna bhajan until one renounces all attachments, both internally and externally, and adopts a life of simplicity and humility. They travel extensively through Vraja Mandala, discovering many Leela sthanas of Radha Madhav. Personally, having no fixed residence, they would catch a few winks of sleep, no more than 1.5 hours per day, under a tree or a bush. Actually, they roamed all over Vrindavan. It's not that they lived here, they lived there. Because Sanatana Goswami, later he established a temple Radha Madan Mohan, but he was moving around in a different tree. Why different tree every day? So they didn't get attached to the tree. And then, if you're going to go like that, what about eating? What about prasadam arrangement? Hardly. What about and sleep? Where will you sleep at night? Nearest tree. Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatana Goswami spent all their time writing, discussing Krishna's pastimes and chanting Krishna's holy names. There are even different pastimes of them meeting Radha and Krishna, or of doing extreme, different 6 Goswamis, all of them. And Raghunath, he was doing bhajan on Radha Kund. He's in Radha Kund, the only samadhi belongs to Raghunath is Das Goswami. And there he would do bhajan on the bank of Radha Kund. But Radha Kund and that area of Vrindavan is on the edge of a desert. It gets very hot, but he'll not think about that. He'll just be doing bhajan. Then it's mentioned that Radharani will come and cover his head, like the sun is blocking, is very fierce. And wild animals will come and drink water, and he'll not care about it. To maintain himself, Sanatana Goswami would beg some wheat flour, roll it into a ball by adding a touch of Yamuna water, and drop it in smoldering coals to cook. He would offer this, which is called bati. He would offer this bati, salt-free baked bread, bowl, to his deity, Madan Mohan. Giving up all kinds of material enjoyment, the Goswamis accepted the poorest way of life as mendicants. They ate just enough to maintain their body. The Radha Madan Mohan Mandir established by Sanatana Goswami was the first one opened in Vrindavan, first temple, by the 6 Goswamis. Described as the personal extension of the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Sanatan is the ideal spiritual master because he gives one shelter at the lotus feet of Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan is one of the three Murti deities in Gaudiya Sampradaya. Let me say differently. Teen Thakur. The 3 deities representing Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojan. The Sambandha deity, Madan Mohan, Jayatham Surato Pangor Mamanda Matir Mat Sarvasya Padam Bhojo Radha Madan Mohan. Then that's the Sambandha Gyan, means the knowledge by which we understand our relation to Krishna. It's mentioned here. The 3 Vrindavan deities, Madan Mohan, Govindaji and Gopinath, are the life and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. There is a shlok by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami saying that the deity of Madan Mohan has a specific quality of helping the neophyte devotee understand the eternal relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. Have you seen a picture of this deity? Where? Yeah. Madan Mohan means Krishna, who is so indescribably beautiful that he even attracts Cupid. Kamadev. And let me also mention that the other deities is Govinda, that is Rupa Goswami's deity, and Gopinath, I think it's Madhu Pandit. And Govinda is representing Abhideya, knowledge by which one understands how to awaken the relation with God and what to do in the relation with God. In other words, about bhakti. And Gopinath is giving knowledge of Prayojan, the goal of bhakti. So we take shelter of these deities for this. Madan Mohan means Krishna, who is so indescribably beautiful that he even attracts Cupid. Kamadev. Sanatana Goswami is the Sambandha Acharya who gives us knowledge of our proper relationship with Krishna. And it's therefore not coincidence that today is also Guru Purnima. His deity, Madan Mohan, helps us overcome our attraction for material sense gratification, Cupid, and fix our minds on devotional service. Sri Sanatana Goswami spent 43 years wandering from village to village in Vrindavan. The Vrajavasis would affectionately care for him, treating him like their father. with patience and concern, he listened to their problems. Then he would please all the villagers by his preaching and practical advice on everything from increasing crop yields to solving family quarrels. Renouncing all worldly pleasures, Sanatana Goswami was humble, detached, always absorbed in study. Mahaprabhu often said that Sanatana Goswami was his favorite devotee, as an ocean of love and mercy. Sanatana excelled all other devotees in his compassion toward the suffering souls. In his last years, he left his beloved deity Madan Mohan with Krishna Das Brahmachari, his disciple. He did bhajan on the banks of Manasi Ganga next to Chakaleshwar Mahadev at Govardhan. Daily he walked the 24-mile parikram, originally of Govardhan Hill. Although he was 65 years old, he kept his daily vow of offering 1008 obeisances to Govardhan Hill and to any Vaishnav whom he met. Understanding the difficulty of his pure devotee, Sri Madan Mohan appeared one day and said, "Baba, you are too old. Don't take so much trouble to walk around Govardhan Hill every day." Sanatana replied, "This is one of the daily activities of my bhajan. I must maintain it." "Since you are old," said Madan Mohan, "you may now give up this vow." Starting to walk again, Sanatana replied, "I will never give up my religious principles." Sanatana Goswami's firm determination to complete his daily devotional vow pleased Sri Madan Mohan, Krishna. But in the loving dealings between the Lord and his pure devotee, Krishna's desire to please his devotee often defeats the devotee's desire to please. Sri Krishna stood on a large flat stone, Govardhan Shila, taken from Giriraj. He played his irresistible flute. The Govardhan Shila merged in ecstasy, capturing the impression of Krishna's lotus feet. Presenting this to Sanatana, Krishna said, "If you circumambulate this Shila every day, it will be the same as going around Govardhan Hill every day." This Shila is still there, I think in Radha Damodar temple. For a long time it was in Radhakund, now it's been shifted there. "You will keep your vow intact and not compromise your religious principles." Seeing that Giriraj himself, Sri Krishna, had given the Shila, Sanatana Goswami gratefully accepted. One can still see the Govardhan Shila in Radha Damodar temple. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur said in Jaiva Dharma, Sanatana Goswami was empowered to explain the esoteric aspects of Krishna's manifest and unmanifest Vraja Leelas. Sanatana Goswami made a significant literary contribution to the Gaudiya Sampradaya with his important books, Hari Bhakti Vilas, and he dedicated this to Rupa Goswami. Then Rupa Goswami wrote, from that he wrote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and dedicated it to Sanatana Goswami. So he wrote Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and Brihad Vaishnava Toshini. In the form of Labanga Manjari, Sanatana Goswami serves Srimati Vishakha Sakhi in Radha Madhav's Nitya Nikunja Leela. Sanatana Goswami Samadhi is behind Radha Madan Mohan's temple. Sanatana Goswami is also known as a Tattvacharya because he wrote a lot on Krishna's, science of Krishna, his Leela, his appearance and pastimes. He analyzed those. And Rupa Goswami is known as Rasa Acharya. He wrote a lot on the Bhakti Rasa, those moods, different moods of worshipping. There's one pastime I heard how Sanatana Goswami was worshipping Madan Mohan on a hill. The temple was built there. Worshipping on a hill just next to where now ISKCON is. Some small distance. That was on the bank of Yamuna. Then Yamuna changed direction. And Yamuna that time was different than now. Even Ganga. They were very deep, wide rivers. So he was worshipping, putting Madan Mohan on a tree, and he'll make this bati. So then one day Madan Mohan told him that, can't you offer me something different? You're offering me this and it doesn't even have salt. So then Sanatana Goswami was in mood, in bhav mood, and he showed transcendental anger. Said, now you're demanding, you see that I don't have anything, what can I give you? I'm just roaming around without anything, I don't even have salt. So he was speaking like that, and then one person came to Sanatana Goswami and told him that, see, my ship is stuck here on the river. Please, can you help me? Said, oh, okay, what happened? Then the ship is stuck here. And so who are you? I am a businessman. What are you selling? Salt. Then he says, okay, I know who sent you. And if you go back, your ship will be okay. He says, okay, thank you. Your impart personality, because of you, my ship will be unstuck. Then he gave him salt. So then he asked, and what else can I do to help you? He said that you can build a temple for my Madan Mohan. So he built the first temple, Madan Mohan temple, on that hill. So then it's still there. And then every day there was Abhishek water, they bathed, and there was a channel for that water to come. Not Abhishek, bathing the temple, I think. Abhishek water will collect. The bathing of the temple. So the person who built it, that rich business merchant, he built a small statue of himself. If you see even now also, where the water drains, it comes, falls, and there's a statue, but it will fall on his head. So that's a pastime. And Sanatana Goswami, when he departed, he was entombed in Samadhi just next to Madan Mohan. And his close associates are all there, his disciples, everyone, so many. So it's become a big place of many Samadhis. Also there's a Granth Samadhi. Some books which he wrote, which he considered that the Kali Yuga Jivas are fallen, they should not read this and they'll not understand. So he put them in Samadhi, and there's a Granth Samadhi there. Srila Sanatana Goswami Tiruvava Mahotsav ki Jai. Hare Krishna.